अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज की वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे सेकेंड ईयर कंप्यूटर साइंस के इम्पोर्टेंट शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन के बारे में। तो सबसे पहले पेपर स्कीम। चैप्टर 1 से 2 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आते हैं और चैप्टर 2 से 1 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन और चैप्टर 3 से 1 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन और चैप्टर 4 से 2 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन और चैप्टर 5 से 1 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन और चैप्टर 6 से 1 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन और चैप्टर 7 से 1 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन। यानी जो पहला शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन होता है यानी क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, उसमें टोटल 9 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन होते हैं जिसमें से आपने 6 अटेम्प्ट करने होते हैं और ये है सेक्शन 1 यानी डेटाबेस पार्ट जो है। तो जो सेक्शन 2 होता है वो है सी लैंग्वेज पार्ट जिसमें क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 के टोटल 9 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन में से आपने 6 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करने होते हैं। तो चैप्टर 8 से 2 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आते हैं और चैप्टर 9 से 4 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आते हैं और चैप्टर 10 से 3 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आते हैं। तो उसके बाद क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, इसमें भी 9 क्वेश्चन में से 6 क्वेश्चन जो हैं वो आपने अटेम्प्ट करने होते हैं। यानी चैप्टर 11 से 3 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आते हैं, चैप्टर 12 से 3 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आते हैं और चैप्टर 13 से 2 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आते हैं और चैप्टर 14 से 1 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आता है। तमाम स्टूडेंट्स से गुजारिश है कि मेरे चैनल जरूर सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकॉन को जरूर प्रेस करें ताकि आने वाली हर नई वीडियो आपको मिलती है। चैप्टर 1 के इंपॉर्टेंट शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस। Difference between data and information. What is data processing? List different activities in data processing. Define data redundancy. Define data inconsistency. List 2 problems in traditional file approach. What is meant by reproduction? Define file or define record or define field. Define or describe master file or define or describe transaction file or define or describe बैकअप फाइल। यानी इनमें से किसी एक फाइल को डिफाइन या डिस्क्राइब करना होता है। और लिस्ट एनी 2 फाइल्स फ्रॉम यूजेज पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। या शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आता है कि यूजेज पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से 2 फाइल्स को नाम बताइए। और डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन मास्टर फाइल और ट्रांजैक्शन फाइल। हाउ डू वी ऑर्गेनाइज फाइल्स ऑन स्टोरेज मीडिया? सिक्वेंशियल, डायरेक्ट और रैंडम फाइल एंड इंडेक्स सिक्वेंशियल फाइल। What is program file and data file? या आता है what is program file या what is data file? Define database. Write the names of 4 major components of database system or name a list major components of database system. What does you mean by network model? What does you mean by hierarchical model? Write 2 advantages of database management system. यानी write 2 advantage of DBMS. Differentiate between database and database management system. State purpose of backup and recovery. What is purpose of data dictionary? What is purpose of index file? Define data manipulation. What is use of DML? What is use of DDL? Chapter 2 के important short questions. What is file? Differentiate between fixed length field and variable length field. What is primary key and foreign key? What is candidate key or what is composite key? How primary key is different from candidate key? Write 4 responsibilities of database administrator. Who is data administrator and database administrator or DBA? List 2 responsibilities of data administrator. What is user or end user? Write down basic purpose of views. Chapter number 3 के important short questions. What is purpose of analysis? What is purpose of feasibility study? What is data modeling? What is entity? What is attribute? What is view? Define file organization. What criteria used to select file organization? List any 2 data distribution strategies. Just list different data base distribution strategies. यानी data distribution strategies के नाम बताइए या उनको define करना होता है। What is relationship? List different types of relationships. Define what is modality. Define what is cardinality. What is difference between degree and cardinality. What is difference between parent table and child table. Define any 2 cardinalities of relationship. What is difference between relation and relationship. What is ER diagram. Identify name of entity and primary key. यानी इसमें से entity क्या है और primary key क्या है. What is data integrity? What is entity integrity? How do we attain entity integrity in database? What is referential integrity? How do we attain referential integrity in database? What are database anomalies? Describe synonym, describe homonym, or describe redundancy और describe mutual exclusiveness of data. किसी एक को भी define या describe करना पड़ सकता है. What is functional dependency? What is repeating group? What is partial dependency? What is transitive dependency? या what is normalization when a relation in 1NF यानी first normal form, when a relation is in second normal form, when a relation is 3NF यानी third normal form. Differentiate between full functional dependency and transitive dependency. Define determinant. Chapter 5 के important short questions. What is IDE? List advantages of IDE of MS Access. What is RDBMS? State purpose of scroll bar. What is report or advantages of reports? What is query or advantages of queries? What is difference between query and report in MS Access? What is database object? What is database wizard? How does database differ from a table? Or differentiate between database and table. What is form? Describe advantages of forms. What is use of title bar in MS Access? What is form? Describe advantages of form. What is use of title bar in MS Access? Chapter 6 के important short questions. Write 4 properties or characteristics of relation. What is degree of relation? What is cardinality of relation? Name 2 table views. What is use of datasheet view? Describe use of design view. How query is designed in MS Access. What is use of select query? Define or what is OLE object in MS Access. What is input mask? What is filter? Define sorting. Chapter number 7. Name any 2 types of forms used in MS Access. Describe uses of forms. What is list box? What is combo box? What is checkbox or what is radio button? Describe uses of reports. State use of wildcards. What is field property? Distinguish between form and subform. What is subform? Section 2 C language part. Chapter number 8 के important short questions. Define computer program or what is program? Who is programmer? Define low level languages. What is machine language? What is assembly language? Write 2 main categories of programming language. Difference between low level and high level languages. Why machine language program execute faster? What is source code and what is object code? What is difference between source code and object code? Write advantages or characteristics of high level languages. Write advantages or characteristics of C language. Write short key for compile and run a C program in Turbo C++. What is language processor? What is compiler? What is interpreter? What is assembler? Differentiate between compiler and interpreter. List 2 reasons why it would be preferable to write program in C than machine language. Differentiate between linker and loader. What is difference between linking and loading? What are preprocessor directives? What are header files? What do you mean by bug? Define syntax error with example. Write 2 causes of syntax error. Define runtime error. What are logical errors? Which is most difficult error? Why logical error is most difficult error? Why C is known as strongly typed language? C is case sensitive language. What does it mean? What are delimiters in C? What is statement terminator? What is main function in C? Define structure programming. Define constant macro. Chapter 9. Define identifier. What do you know about keywords or define keywords with example? List 4 keywords in C. Define variable and constant. Write 4 rules for naming variables. What is variable declaration or how a variable is declared? What is variable initialization? What is data type in C? What is integer data type? What is float data type? Define character constant. What is difference between variable and constant? What is garbage value? What is assignment statement? What is compound assignment statement? What is assignment operator? Write the use of operator. What is compound assignment operator? What is use of AND operator? What is use of OR operator? What happened when arithmetic underflow occur? What is cancellation error? Define overflow and underflow. Explain range and precision. What is expression? What is arithmetic expression? Difference between unary and binary operator. What is increment operator? What is decrement operator? What are logical operators? and list relational operators, differentiate between increment and decrement operator. What is meant by operator precedence? Explain associativity of operator. What is typecasting? What is difference between implicit and explicit typecasting? And list types of commands. Define single line commands in C. Why are commands used in program? Chapter 10. What is standard input? What is standard output? List important functions for input and output. What is use of format specifier? State the purpose of modulus C format specifier. Why is the ampersand is used in scanf function? What is use of field width specifier? What are escape sequences? Give example. Name 4 escape sequence character provided by C. Describe getch function. What is difference between getch and getche function? List out names of function used for character input. Describe gets and puts function. Explain use of size of operator. Chapter 11. Define control structure. Name any two control structures. Define selection statement and list two basic selection statement. What do you know about if statement? What is the limitation of simple if statement? What is syntax of if else statement? What is multiple if else if statement? What is nested if statement? What is use of switch statement? What is conditional operator? Write its syntax and general form. What is ternary operator? What happened when break statement is missed in case block in switch? Why break statement is used in switch structure? What is purpose of default statement in switch statement? Write advantages of switch statement. What is continuous statement? State the use of goto statement. Chapter 12. Define loop. Write uses of loop. Define conditional loop. What is do while? Write syntax of do while loop. Write syntax of do while loop for single and multiple statement. What is difference between while and do while loop? What is sentinel control loop? Define sentinel value. What is difference between counter control loop and sentinel control loop? What is continuous statement? What is break statement? What is purpose of break statement in loop? What is nested loop? Define post-test loop. Define infinite loop. Chapter 13. What is function? List 4 benefits or advantages of functions. Why is function used in program? Why functions make programming easier? List different types of functions. Define user-defined function. Define built-in function. Define function header. Define function definition. What is function body or state purpose of body of function? What is function declaration or what is function prototype or what is function signature? What is function call? Differentiate between function definition and function declaration. What is use of actual parameter? What is use of formal parameter? Differentiate between actual parameter and formal parameter. Compare local and global variables. What is scope of global variable? What is scope of local variable? What is return statement? Chapter 14. Define stream. Describe binary stream. Compare binary and text stream. What is new line and EOF marker? What is text file? What is data file? What is file pointer? Write two file access methods. What is string? How it is declared and initialized? What is use of fopen function? How is a file closed? What is purpose of file handling? How the end of text file is indicated?